All right. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I'm checking in a little bit early so people can find the link and tune in. Happy April the 5th from my living room again. Welcome. I hope you guys were able to catch a bit of Dane's meditation this morning at 8:30. It was amazing. 10 ohms. And his voice is so soothing, so I hope you were able to see it. Morning, Melanie. Yay. Yes, and then after my class today, if you want to stick around and have morning Reshma and have an entire day of yoga, Kathy is teaching deep stretch at 10:30. So feel free to join in for that as well. Yay, Eamon's here too. Reshma, yay. Okay. So today, I wanted to say how excited I am. There's a lot of people practicing on a regular schedule. So even though we're at home, well, I hope you're practicing. I can't see you. I have no idea. There's a chance you're just having this on live and walking around eating Doritos or just lying there. I don't know. I've done that. I take a class on the weekdays at 9 a.m. online, and I've found myself just sitting there watching. And I'm like, oh, what am I doing? No accountability. Anyway, all right. So before we practice, we are still in this weird phase of time where it seems like time is standing still with what they're calling the pandemic. So I kind of wanted to talk about something, this idea of being contagious. Everyone's all worried about this virus being contagious and everyone can catch it and everyone's infected and diseased, right? And that idea is contagious. And that idea, valid or not, is fear. And it is contagious. And if one person is scared, other people are scared. So anyway, not just could there potentially be a disease or a virus going around, but also fear is circulating like mad. So I was talking to Kathy last night, who is such a pillar, a rock in my life, and I know she has been for so many of you as well. She's the owner of Reef Point and just the most amazing, just pillar figure, really holding down the fort for a lot of us. And she was asking me, well, okay, what else is contagious? What else do you think is contagious? What else can we spread if we're these spreaders, right? What else can we spread? And I mean, one of my favorite lines from some of my spiritual teachers is, there's only really two things in life, love and fear. And then we get to choose. That's our free will. Choose which one we're going to go for. I think love could be contagious. However you choose to do it. It's very contagious. One time, and we all know this. I don't have to give a lecture on this. One little nice thing someone does, you then do that. If someone smiles at you, you immediately feel like smiling. It's contagious. Or laughter. I can't tell you, and I'm sure you've probably experienced this, how many times you just see watching babies laughing online, and then you just start laughing. So that's really contagious, and that for your spirit, for your body, is so beneficial. And if we're going to go to this pandemic thing, for your immune system to be out of fear. Fear is fight or flight. Fear is bad for your body. It's stress, and it lowers your immune system. So in reality, just that fear itself could be a disease. Just the fear alone. Set aside anything else. The fear of everything. That has an effect. If we choose love, how can we laugh? What's contagious? How can we, even if it's just going to watch those baby videos, or if it's smiling, however we can do that, being nice to your partner, doing a tiny little act of kindness, or not even doing it, noticing, like I talked about last week, the Easter egg hunt of like trying to find some little bit of joy in your life, whether it's the color of a flower that's beautiful, and just enjoying that and being like, wow, that's love. That color, it's gorgeous. And you feel, then it spreads like a really beneficial virus, that love, that color, that emotion. It's high vibe. So, yeah, fear versus love. This is our time to shine. We are literally being given a choice of how to respond here. And I know that the socially acceptable response is kind of fear, right? It's not quite as, but can we maybe go the other way and choose laughter, love, joy, and really focus on those? And let all of this stuff percolate over here. There's plenty of that. What can we do as yogis, as Reef Point community, as just human beings on a spiritual path that want not only to heal ourselves, heal our community, heal the planet? It starts right here, choosing love. So if you're hearing this, this may be meant for me, this may be meant for you, but that's kind of my take on the situation is let's step away from the fear. It's there. Choose love, kindness, and let that become our virus that we're spreading, you know? Okay. Okay. We can practice some yoga. I have an update. We have a winner for who has shared this week. And we're going to announce it tomorrow. So this is very exciting. And it's one of the regular people that practice in here. They may or may not be in here already. So anyway, yes, we have a winner. What we're going to do more. And just so you know, the prize is $100 to the Fifth Restaurant, Grill, and Bar. $100. And it comes with wine. So anyway, we do have a winner for that. It's very, very exciting. Thank you guys for being a part of the community. We're going to do another one. And just so you know, when you donate, your donations go to this cause. So not only are we supporting Reef Point, but a lot of it is going to these local businesses so we can do these prizes. So thank you so much for donating if you like the classes. And again, comment in the comment section that you're practicing, because I'm taking roll call every day. And just seeing who the regulars are, and so we can kind of do that. Also, when you donate on Venmo, that's when you can put in a request for a specific type of class. So if you were to, take a class every day and do $5, then you can say, Melissa, would you really work on our neck tomorrow? Or, Dane, can you talk about blah, blah, blah? So use that donation rather than just like this is me being a good citizen. Use it. That's a platform to add your voice in and be like, hey, here's my donation. This is what I want to work on. So please do that. We want to hear from you. Okay. Let's practice. Let's start in a seated position. I'm going to start with some breath. Tootsy's here, my dog. You can't see her, but if you have your dog, please bring your dog. All right. I'm going to start in an easy sit. Crisscross legs. If you want to start on a block, I think I will because my knees are high. And then this way you can get your knees down. Close down the eyes. Start to breathe. Connect your thumb and your first finger. Let the day go. And I want to talk to you about, before we start, the bookends for your day or the bookends for your practice. Beginning of any practice, start with the intention of ahimsa, which means nonviolence or peace. So during our practice, can we set the intention for nonviolent thoughts, nonviolent physical injuries to ourselves, so to maintain that peace? Can we set that intention for our practice? And then knowing at the end of practice, the other bookend is surrender. So whatever happens on the mat, we offer it up. It is what it is. Deep breaths. You can use this for your day as well. Start the day with nonviolence, ahimsa. End the day with surrender. Whatever happened, give it up. It's over. Start to breathe. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Again, deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And now seal the lips. Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. 2 more breaths like this on your own. Good. After you're done, start to move fingers, toes, and then sweep your arms all the way out and up. Press your palms. Exhale, bring your thumbs down to your heart. Take a quick bow. The intelligence of the mind to the wisdom of the heart. Good. Let your eyes come open, and I'm going to come off the block. We're going to start seated today. All right. So from here, reach your arms up. Take a breath in. Exhale, drop your left arm down. Right arm goes over the ear and stretch out. Lateral stretch through the right side of your body, just warming up. Stay here. Take a deep breath in to get long. Breath out to twist. One more breath in. Ground down through right sit bone. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Bring your arms all the way back up. Root down. Rise up. Exhale. Right hand drops down. Left arm over the ear. Lateral stretch. On your inhale, lengthen through your left hand. Exhale to twist your heart up. One more breath, inhale. Exhale to twist. Good. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And then exhale, take a forward fold. First hip stretch of class. So start to walk your hands forward and just breathe. In and out of the nose. The only time you should be breathing out of the mouth is to release heat purposefully, or if you're in fight or flight. Otherwise, in and out of the nose. And from here, slowly walk your hands around to the right. Belly on right thigh. Twist. Ground down through your left sit bone. For 3, 2, and 1. Walk it back to center. Inhale. Exhale, walk it over to the left. Hold here. Breathe into the right side for 3, 2, and 1. Start to bring it back to center. Inhale. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. And then on your inhale, walk your hands back up. Hands come behind the hips. And then lift your hips forward to stretch out your hip flexors. For 3, drop your head. 2, and 1, lower it down. Good. So that was the right shin on, for me, notice which shin was on top and switch them out so the opposite shin's on top. Reach your arms all the way up. And then exhale, twist to the left. Right hand outside left thigh, left hand behind your back. See if you can get a pop there. Inhale to strengthen, lift your spine. Exhale to twist. 2 more. Inhale, get tall. Exhale to twist. Last one. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, bring it back to center. Reach your arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand outside right leg. Right hand behind your back. Oof. Inhale to get tall. Exhale to twist. Let's do 2 more like this. Inhale, soften the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Reach your arms up. Exhale to fold. Walk your hands forward. So I have a little bit of an inspirational story while we're stretching out our hips. I have a friend that has been doing consistent yoga for 14 years or so. I think he's 43 now. And he does all these crazy things in his daily practice, you know. handstands, back bends, blah, 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 flying, you know. And he said, my body's a Ferrari and I'm just driving it. And it was just such a cool thing to hear because I am on my 4th year of practice. And it's just so cool to think about our body as a car, and we're just starting to learn how to take care of it, and we can turn it into a Ferrari and then just drive it, right? I love that. Let's be easy with our cars. Let's oil them, give them quality gas, give them some love, paint jobs, waxes, vacuum the inside, and we've got years and years and years to go, and then eventually we'll just be living in our Ferrari driving it. All right, start to come up. Hands come behind the hips, and then reach up. Push your hip flexors forward and drop your head for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower down. All right, let's stay seated and take Janu Shirshasana. Take your left leg long and the bottom of right foot inside left thigh. Breath in to twist your whole body over the left leg, and then exhale, fold. You're welcome to use a strap here, right, around the foot, or just fold. And your gaze is your left big toe. It's so funny, when we used to go practice at Reef Point, you know, I'd get there 30 minutes early, we'd all see each other and chat, and now I was in the shower 10 minutes before class, you know, my hair is wet, and here we all are. We saved the commute time. It's just a different experience, isn't it? So feel the stretch in the bottom right side of your back. The goal is for your chin to come down to your shin. Taking it a little slower today, really feeling this is a hamstring stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Stargazer pose. Right hand comes behind your back, left arm goes up, and then reach your hips up. Take a breath in. Exhale, Janu Shirshasana, reach forward. Ooh, again, inhale, stargazer, lift it up. Exhale, fold, same thing, over the left leg. We've got one more of these. Inhale to lift all the way up, shift your hips forward, open your heart, exhale, fold it back down. Good. All right, from here we're going to twist. So now your left elbow is going to come inside your left knee. Okay, if you have a block, you can have it on the block too, which is fine. So all the block does is bring the ground closer to you. That's the idea of a block. And then your right arm goes over your ear. If you want more, your hand grabs the foot and then you look up under the right arm. And then you can use your left elbow as a pivot. So hold here for 3. Deep breaths, 2. And 1. Start to relax. Good. Before we do the other side, let's take a wide-legged fold. So get the flesh out from under your sit bones. Take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands forward. You can take your block with you. Right? You can be here. So wherever feels good. We're just warming up. It's also early in the morning. Give yourself a little bit of grace. We've got 14 years to go till we're Ferraris. Deep breaths. Yay. Lori, I see you. Zara, I see you. Alright, good. Start to walk up. Hands behind the back. Fingers pointing backwards. And then lift just for a moment. Hold for 5, 4, flat palms. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Good. Janu Shirshasana, other side. Take your left foot inside the right thigh. Twist your whole body over right leg. Take a breath in. And then exhale to fold. I'm going to stay here. Chin to shin is the goal. Also, one of my favorite teachers. I have so many teachers, and they're all so amazing. I feel like as we start going on the spiritual path, I just keep getting more and more inspirational people in my life. And one of them says, Have your beliefs, but don't believe your beliefs. So it always kind of lets you have a little bit of an open mind, right? That can be applied to our current situation. We think we know what's going on, so we have our beliefs, but don't believe your beliefs. Like, sometimes my beliefs are wrong. So that creates a little bit of peace, a little bit of opening for us to be able to change if need be. All right, start to come up. Stargazer, left hand behind your hip, right arm over the ear, reach up, take a breath in, and then exhale, lower back into Janushirshasana. Let's do 3 more of these. Inhale, Stargazer pose. Exhale, sit it back down. 1, 2 more. Inhale, reach it up. Close it down. 2, last one. Inhale, reach it up, push your hips forward. And 3, coming down. Nice. All right. From here, we're going to take our lateral bend again. So take your right elbow inside right leg. Again, if you want to use your block, that's fine too. And then your left arm goes over your ear, and then use your right elbow to push into right knee and open up through the left side lower back. Hold here. Option to grab your toes if you want. Big toe. Look under the arm. 3, 2, and 1. Release. All right. So release your pose, and we're going to do seated figure 4. So now your left ankle is going to come on top of your right knee. Your hands are behind your back, any way that feels good. Your fingers can be out to the sides. They can be backwards. They can be forwards. Wherever feels good for you. I'm going to go backwards, I think. And then from here, can you put your left foot all the way down? And then put your left knee all the way down. And we're going to go back and forth right here. Opening up the spine, opening up the hips. 3, 2, 1. And then from here, walk your right foot in closer. And then walk your hands up and get a much bigger stretch here. And then you can even take your left ankle a little bit lower and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. All right, from here, let's come into cow face. So take your left knee over your right knee. And then you can stay here. If you have your strap, you're going to take your right arm up, pat yourself on the back, left arm goes under, grab your fingers. I'm going to have these little bands accessible, so I'm going to go with that. And then just hold here. See if you can keep your left sit bone on the ground. Deep breaths. So have your beliefs, but don't believe your beliefs. How this has been applied to my life recently is I've been on a pretty strict, specific, dogmatic diet for the last 4 years. And as new information has trickled in, my poor little brain is like, no, I don't want to, because that would mean I've been wrong. Anyway, there's been a very big shift in my diet, and it's been wonderful, but it's also been one of those things of like, I really thought I was right on the way I was eating. And it turns out maybe I was wrong, but it was 4 years, so it was a big shift. I had my beliefs, but I don't necessarily believe my beliefs all the time. So that allowed me to, and that took spiritual work to kind of open to the possibility that I could be wrong, and to change it, and take that big humble pill, and move forward, right? All right, let's take a twist. Bottom of left foot on the mat. Take your right heel to your left glute. Sit your left glute down if it's up, and twist. Look over the left shoulder for 3. This is wringing out your digestive organs 2. And 1. Then bring it back, counter twist, over to the right. Bow towards the center of the earth. Good. All right, and switch. Let's take, I'm missing something, and I forgot what it was. Cow face? What am I missing? Let's do cow face, and if I remember, we'll go back to it. So now your right knee is on top of your left knee. And then your left arm goes up, and right arm goes behind your back, and you can grab for this. Take your rope, strap, band. Kristen Cooper, welcome. Yay, she says it's her first class in a while. Welcome to class. Let me know how you feel afterwards. We're taking a little slow today, so you know, you never know. I can be a lot more sore on the slow classes than I am on the fast classes, because our body gets used to something. Breathe deep here. For 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let's take our twist. Bottom of right foot comes to the ground. Heel of left foot comes into right glute. And then lower that right glute down. Twist. Left elbow outside right leg. Look over your right shoulder for 3, 2, and 1. I know what it was. It was figure 4, wasn't it? Elaine, is Elaine practicing? Elaine always can tell me when I miss something. All right. So now you're going to have your left ankle over your right leg. And your fingers, again, can be any way that you want. And we're going to go back and forth. This is your right. Your right knee touches the ground, and the foot touches the ground. Back and forth, whichever is the opposite that you did last time. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then start to walk your hands in, and then your left foot up. So you're in a really tight figure 4. Have your beliefs, but do not believe your beliefs. The same teacher, his name is J.P. Sears. I don't know if you guys have seen him, but he's a kind of emotional healer that uses humor to get his point across. And one of his other big points is we are all totally full of crap all the time. And once we admit that to ourselves, it's like freedom. We are so full of crap all the time. We want to be right so badly that we can't see our own crap. But once we admit, I am so full of crap, then it's just so freeing. Like, I'm just trying to do my best, trying to have an understanding of what's going on, trying to have, a point of view, but we're all totally full of it so much. So can we have our beliefs, but not necessarily believe our beliefs? All right, come on out of that. Let's do cobbler's pose. Bottoms of the feet touch, and then just let's butterfly out our wings. So opening up your hip flexors. If you guys have sandbags, you can put sandbags on your inner thighs. I do not. It's my next purchase. Okay, let's take boat pose. So I'm just going to be here today, and we're going to hold it for about 20 seconds. Ideally, get your feet in line with your face and hold it here for 20. You can hold your hamstrings if you want. If you want to go up, you certainly can. 19, 18, flat back, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. All right, good. Let's roll over and come into tabletop pose. Take a few cat-cows here. Press your palms down. Inhale for cow. Drop the belly. Feel the stomach stretching out. Lift up your tailbone. Stretch out your neck. Pull your shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Push the ground away, straight arm. A couple more like this. Inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Then tuck your toes. We're going to stretch out our neck. All right, so tuck your toes under so you can get a toe stretch. You can come off of that anytime. Wrap your right hand around, grab your own hand. So your right elbow is pointing out to the right. And then drop, let's see. Yeah. Drop your right, here over to the left. And now you have this huge space that you're stretching along the right side of your body. Shoulders, neck. Tilt your chin down and up. And this is a little bit of open time to play with this. Notice where there's any kinks in your neck. The neck is one of the first places that get injured after your knee and your shoulders. Those are the big spots. All right, so from here you can circle your chin down and then back over to the left. And then chin up to the sky, back over to the left. So we're just kind of doing a half moon here. Breathe through the toe stretch. I know. Good. And release. I'm going to untuck my toes just for a second and kind of tap them out. Okay, let's do the other side. I'm going to tuck my toes again. Sit back. Get your pinky toes involved. So I'm going to grab my little pinky toes and make sure they're coming forward as well. And now your right arm is going to wrap around the back. Is that right? Yeah. No. I'm confused now. Yes. Right arm wraps around the back. Grab your hand and then drop your head over to the left and feel space along the other side. Am I doing that right? I think I missed something. All right, however you feel, we're going to drop our chin down. Let's see. I think we're going to roll it over to the right this time. Yes, there it is. And then back to the center. Sorry. Wow. I did not do my meditation this morning. I did tune in to Dane, but usually I have a meditation that I do in the morning, and I did not do it this morning. So I'm going to attribute it to that. My broken brain, as one of my teachers calls it. Roll your head all the way back, all the way over to the right. Chin down to the chest. Again, over to the right. And up. Oof. Over to the right and release. Good. And then tap out your toes. All right, have a seat. Let's stretch out your thighs so you can sit on a block if that feels good, and then you can put your calves out to the side. So this is kind of like hero's pose. You remember hero's pose where your calves are out of the way and you're sitting here. So you can sit on a block. This is a bit more restorative today. If you want to come down, you certainly can. Okay. So I'm going to sit down, and then I'm going to roll out my wrists mindfully. If your knees hurt, you can tuck a blanket under your knees. And then roll them out the other way. And you're going to open, close, open, close, open, close. 20, a little faster. 19, 18, like you're flicking water maybe. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. All right, very good. Let's come to your down dog. Push the ground away and start to breathe. Take it longer than usual today. So, big, wide down dog. Straight arms. You can bend the knees. It's still the morning. Shake out your head. Get all the tension out of the back of your neck. We stretched out the neck a little bit. Your belly's in. Your hips are pushing up and back. Your head is approaching the floor. Your chest is approaching your thighs. Mula Bandha is engaged. Once you're done shaking out your head, you can tuck your chin to your chest and look at your belly button. Hold. For 5. Now find stillness. Don't move. 4. 3. 2. And 1. On your inhale, lift your right leg all the way up for three-legged dog. Exhale, open the hip. And now take your circles. 1, 2, 3. Opposite direction. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Right foot comes in between your hands. Drop your left knee and tuck the left toes. And then stay here for kneeling crescent. You can reach your arms up if you want more. I'm going to keep my hands down. Yeah, this is kind of a more restorative, gentle practice for me as well on Sunday mornings. And just to get a chance to feel everything. I feel a huge stretch along the left hip flexor here. Keep the breath moving. These are my pajama pants. I think this is my favorite workout outfit, is being able to be so comfortable in our own living rooms. All right, from here, take your half splits. Shift your hips back, stretch into your right hamstring, windshield wiper your right foot. If you want to take full splits, go for it. I think I might stay a little higher today. So I'm taking my right leg a little bit out, but I'm not going to come all the way down. Another phrase that I've been hearing over and over again is just because you can doesn't mean you should. So maybe you can, for me, if I stay up a little bit, I can get a little bit of extra stretch in that left hamstring. So be here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Start to slide your right heel back up if it came down, and then come into your lizard pose. Heel toe your right foot over the right side, and then take your left knee, scooch it back, and then take whatever version of lizard you would like to take. And we're going to hold it for just a little bit. So I'm going to come down to my elbows. I'm opening my right knee a little bit, and I might go ahead and take crooked monkey. So I'm going to grab a hold of my left foot, pull it back up, and then come down to my left elbow. So you can stay in any version of lizard. If you're in crooked monkey, feel the stretch along your left thigh, your left quad, and then ideally twist your heart up and open your right shoulder while your right knee falls towards the right. For 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release your left leg. Oof, oof, oof. All right, from here, tuck your left toes, lift up your left knee, and then come back into your downward facing dog. Before we go to the other, let's go ahead and go to the other side actually before I forget. You never know. Left leg lifts. Take 3 circles, one direction. 1, hip circles, open it up. 2, 3, opposite direction. For 1, 2, and 3. Look between your hands, low lunge, step your left foot up, lower your right knee, and then bring your hands up to your left knee. And then we're going to stay there. It was figure 4, Melanie, yes. Sarah, welcome. Vikas, yay. Krishna, happy Sunday to you guys. And just breathe here as your right hip flexor opens up. A few more breaths. And then shift your hips back and take your half splits. Straighten up your left leg, flatten out your back. Again, if you want to inch a little bit lower, you can. If you want full splits, you can. I'm going to stay a little bit up today. just breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just slide your left heel back up. Heel toe your left foot over to the outside edge of your mat for lizard pose. So you can tuck your back toes, lift up the knee. You could bring your elbows down. So for those of you guys who don't know Vikas, he's in the group now, he's in the room. Vikas was one of my first teachers when I moved to Dallas from New York. And he had this amazing line every time I took his class. He would say, "You have to burn to shine." I love that. I wrote it down in my journal, and I think about that every time I practice. You have to burn to shine. All right, if you're taking cricket, so thank you for that, Vikas. I love you. All right, Vikas is an amazing yoga teacher. All right, bend your right leg. Your left hand can grab for right foot. And then let me turn around so I can kind of see you guys. And then you can lower your right elbow down and then look up past your left shoulder. Get a nice stretch for your right thigh, your right quad. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your right heel down. All right, and then come back to your 3-legged dog. Breath in, exhale, down dog. Walk your feet up and then put your knees down. We're gonna do frog, okay? So start to slide your knees out. Flex your feet. So your heels are in line with your knees. And then it's like you're doing a wide splits. And then come all the way down to your elbows. And we're gonna stay here. When you're down on your elbows, okay, you're making the number 11. And then push the ground away. And then your hips are going backwards. Make sure those heels are in line with your knees. So I mentioned earlier while we're in the pose that we do have a winner for the 5th Restaurant Bar and Grill for someone who shared a lot of the live videos this past week. And they are in this group. That's exciting. And we will announce who it is tomorrow at 4:30 during yoga class, Monday at 4:30. So thank you for that. Yeah. And then again, if you're just coming in with me, write your name down that you're practicing so I can take roll call. And finally, if you like what we're doing, we are supporting local businesses. So the winner of the person who shared got $100 to the 5th Restaurant Bar and Grill, and that's where the donations are going to. So thank you guys for donating. It's a huge support for businesses. Okay. Alrighty. Start to come up slowly. Slide your knees in, and now we're going to go for pigeon. Okay? Right knee front. Left leg goes back. And then start to come on down. So now we're doing our hips. Slow today. Soothing today. Restorative. Gentle. Well, I wouldn't say it's super gentle, but so going with the Ferrari reference, I would say on Friday for inversion class, we were on the racetrack with our Ferraris, and today we're going through a nice country drive in our Ferraris. Keep in your pigeon, and you can do any variation. Tim Wong, hi! Betty, oh, it's so great to see you in here. Welcome. Yay. Oh, I've missed you guys too. All right, when you're ready, we're going to switch sides. So I like to come into down dog, shake it out, and then switch. Left knee to left wrist, and then scoot your right leg back and come on down. And breathe. So we're going to hold it here a few more breaths. Oh, and as I mentioned at the beginning of class, if you guys are sending Venmo donations, use that as your platform to request something specific in class that you want to work on, whether it's a complicated pose or a simple stretch like, oh, my neck hurts, or I want to learn how to do, forearm stand, whatever. Use Venmo as your platform to be like, here's my voice, make a class for this. So thank you very much for that, and we will. We are listening. All right, start to come back up, tuck your back toes, lift up back knee, three-legged dog, shake it out, and then exhale, come all the way down onto your mat, on the back. Hug your knees into your chest, and then rock from left to right. Make some knee circles. And then opposite direction with the knee circles. Let's take a twist. You can do anything you want with your legs. Tee out your arms, take a breath in. I'm going to reach my legs long, press my palms up, and then drop my feet into my right hand and twist. Hold here. Deep breaths. On your inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, drop your legs over to the left, and then look over the right shoulder. So head goes in the opposite direction of your feet. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Let's do a knee pile. Right knee over left. Reach your shoulder blades up. Grab for opposite ankles. And then bring it down. So your left hand is grabbing right ankle, and your right hand is grabbing left ankle. And then just pull it and feel that little hip stretch. Breathe. Okay. And release. Switch. Left knee over right knee. Get all the way up by the inner thighs. You want to squeeze up here as much as possible, like inside here. And then reach up, grab for opposite ankles, and hold. And release. Let's take our happy baby. Bend your legs, grab for your feet, and then see if you can really use the strength of your arms to pull your legs down. You can rock from left to right, get a little bit of movement in the spine. And also, if you want to get into your hamstrings, you can start to do bow and arrow. So straighten one, bend the other, and then rock and roll however you want. Keep the breath moving. When you breathe in, know that you are breathing in. And when you breathe out, know that you are breathing out. This is what keeps us present. This is our mind practice. Good. All right, bridge pose. Go ahead and lower your feet. I'm going to take a block at first for a more restorative. So you can put your block under your hips. If you have no block, you're here, lifting your hips, or you're interlacing your hands with your triceps under. I'm going to hold the block to give myself a little bit of relief from the week. A great yogi is one who knows when to rest. I am not a great yogi, but I know that it's rest time today. And plus that quote makes me feel good about myself for taking a rest. It's like using any kind of scripture to your benefit, right? I'm so guilty of that. If you want to take full wheel, go ahead and take full wheel or a different variation of bridge. Maybe if you have a block, lift it to a higher height. There should be not a lot of compression feeling in your low back. So if you feel any compression, come down to a different version. All right. And release. Pull it all the way down. Okay. From here, take your inversion. So that would be legs up the wall. Waterfall, so you can keep your hips on the block and lift your legs up. Or you could take shoulder stand. I think I am going to take shoulder stand today. So you can also take headstand, whatever your body feels like doing. But somehow get your hips over your heart, unless you're a female on your period, in which case you stay right here and legs up the wall. So during our time of the month, we don't invert. So just take those 3 days off. If you're good to go ahead and invert. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can take plow pose. If your toes touch, release your hands from your back, interlace them. Press down through the bind. Hold for 5. You can take ear pressure as well. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll all the way down. Slowly, bone by bone. All the way down. Make it smooth. Matsyasana, fish pose. Slide your hands under your glutes. Bend up your elbows. Arch your back. Crown of the head comes to the ground. Bottom teeth go over top teeth. Stretch out the neck. 5. Lift up your feet if you would like. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Good. From here, go ahead and you can take any additional poses. This is your practice. We have a few extra moments here. So if there's any additional poses that you need, you can certainly take them. I'm going to go ahead and take a meditative seat to end this out. And then you can come into Shavasana when you're done with your last poses. Okay. Can you see me all right? Actually, you don't need to see me because you're in Shavasana. And then settle into your final resting posture. Breathe. We started our practice with ahimsa, non-violence. Ending our practice with surrender. Whatever just happened on the mat, we're giving it up. It's over. We set our intention. Do your best and leave the rest. And here we are at surrender. Just breathe. Soften the muscles. Soften your thoughts. Soften the breath. Let yourself go. Feeling supported by the ground. And feeling the energy come in through the atmosphere. Breathing in whatever white light you need to heal any part of your physical, emotional, spiritual self. Exhaling, sending that white light to any part of you that needs that healing. And then bursting it out, all of your pores in your body. So inhale, taking that white light in. Exhale, bursting it out through every pore of your skin. Unlimited supply. Breathe here for about 1 minute. And as you're ready, start to send a little bit of electricity to your fingers and your toes. Deeper breath. Moving in your ankles and your wrists. And if you're in Shavasana, go ahead and make your way up to easy sit, stopping briefly in infant's pose to reset and take a little bit of peace, a little bit of love. Then come into Sukhasana, easy sit. When you get there, lengthen through the spine, ground down through the sit bones, reach your chest up tall, be proud. On the inhale, reach your arms out and up, gather up all that love, all that peace. And then press your palms down to your heart center, bow the intelligence of your mind to the wisdom of your heart. The light, the teacher, and the student in me recognizes, honors, and reflects that same exact light, teacher, and student in you. Namaste. All right. Thank you, Reef Point community, for practicing with me again on this beautiful Sunday morning. Please stick around and take Kathy's class at 10:30, deep stretch. And Dane again is every morning at 8:30. I will be back tomorrow at 4:30. Tune in. We have the winner of our $100 to the 5th Fireside Grill and Bar. So tune in for that. Comment if you practice so I can know. Again, I'm keeping track. I know who of you is here. And finally, donate and write what you want us to work on. So use this Venmo as your platform to make a request. So it's good for you, it's good for us, it's good for the local community, because again, it is going to places like the 5th, so local businesses. So yes, I love you guys. Thank you for practicing. What can you spread? What's contagious other than fear that we can spread today? Can it be a little bit of love? Who's spreading some good stuff? Let me know. Write it down. If you see somebody spreading some joy, some compassion, some love, write it down, send it to us. We love you. I love you. You're loved. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy Kathy's class in 30 minutes. Bye.